Hello, dear Manifesting All Possibilities family. Welcome, welcome. I'm Colette Stryker. I am a licensed psychotherapist, the co-founder of MAP, Manifesting All Possibilities. Hi, Jackie. Hello. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Doctor is here back from Canada. Cool. We have also Alexandra. Everyone's joining in. Yay, the family is meeting. So we meet every day, Monday to Friday at 3 o'clock Central Time. I am living in Texas, living in Houston right now. French originally, you hear my accent, I'm sure. Hello, wonderful family. So we're doing a double again today. I recorded in the private Facebook group. So in order to get to the private Facebook group, make sure that you get to this site. And the team has been changing my bio and it actually disappeared today. So I'm rewriting the bio, but I just put the link there, but I'm going to put it here. MAP. I just want everyone to have a chance to get all the goodies, because there is my book in it, bestseller, and then many other gifts. mapcoachinginstitute.com, and the secret page is at /joy. So don't forget the /joy. That's where the secret is. All right, here we go. So when you go there to mapcoachinginstitute.com/joy, you're going to have two things going on. One, you get an email immediately with all the goodies I'm telling you about, the book, the videos, the classes, everything. Second, you immediately get another email inviting you to our private Facebook group for all the High Vibe Tribe. And so many of you are in, Crystal is in, and many of you are in, but I want to make sure that the newcomers here know about that. And what I'm doing right now, I'm recording twice on my iPod and my iPhone so that I am both on Facebook group and on Instagram. Isn't it clever? So that we have a recording of it. All right, hi Crystal, how you doing? Beautiful tribe. Yeah, I love your love, you always have, and you had such a good so Crystal has a different name, of course, but I call her Crystal just from the beginning. I love crystals too, and she's an expert in it. And in our private group, she actually gives us classes. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm doing great too. I've been working on putting together the most extensive course on money and the law of attraction. And I've been working on it for a year, putting it all together with tons of sessions and all of that. And so I'm going to be pretty soon being able to share with you what I am on. I leave it a little bit for later. I'll tell you more later. But yeah, I've been working on all those goodies. And what day are we? We're Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. And tonight I have my webinar, Momentum Mastermind, where I help entrepreneurs really align their mind, and we do it with Chris Duncan, with my very best friend and business partner and all of that. So, do you have a question? Because I'm so inspired by your questions. I'm always inspired. I have always things to tell you, but when you have a question, man, I am on a roll. So, let's read. Exciting for all of your work. It's always so inspiring. Oh, thank you. Yes. Yeah, I'm trying. My intention is just to be at the cutting edge, to bring the best, the simplest, the fastest, the most effective way to reach our dreams, to reach our goals. And so for that, we need to master our mind and emotions, as we talked about yesterday. There's no bypassing. This is the key. This is the key to happiness, and this is the key to all your dreams. So that's why I founded MAP with my Oh, Nikolai is here. You're back. You're in Greece now? Hello. We thought of you yesterday. You were driving to Greece from Bulgaria. Wow. How was the drive? Are you arriving in Thessaloniki or where are you in Greece? I love Greece. I've been there so many times. So who is joined? Mariana is here too. Oh, you have some internet. Yes, that's great. So where are you on the road, Nikolai? Tell me. It's quick. In Athens, you are already. Wow, you're already in Athens? Great, good job. You're in Athens right now. Okay, cool. Where are you going next? Is it an island? To the wine festival? There is a fun wine festival in Athens at the port. Beautiful tribe, Mariana. How you doing? Fantastic. So, oh, Tina is here from Finland. We're really connecting. Oh yeah, you'll go to the beach together tomorrow. That's great. And then we have Doctor here. I have a question. Fantastic. In working to manifest abundance financially, and one exercise being acting as if it has already happened. Okay, that's a good question, Doc. I'm going to call you Doc. That's a good question. Let me answer that. Yeah. Nikolai is going to islands. Yeah, you need to go to islands. Hopefully, if you have never been to Greece, go to islands. They are extraordinary. They're a different world. So, Doc, where do you draw the line with regards to spending money? Oh, yeah, that's a great, in your current situation. That's a huge, awesome question. There are so many parts of it. So, I have to begin from the beginning a little bit. Let's see where I can begin with this huge question. Is awesome. Number one, never take action when it doesn't feel good. Now, the idea of acting as if, it's tricky, very tricky. What I would like you to do is feel as if. That's the huge difference that's going to make a difference in your world. What you want is to resonate with the frequency of abundance, okay? So you first have to do the inner work. You clear your beliefs, you find alignment with the vibration. Doing the magnetization, like it is explained, you have some examples in the gift page. So please go into the gift page. You will learn what is magnetization. It's about tuning into the frequency, and specifically the frequency of abundance. So the universe only reads frequency. How do you affect your frequency? First, foremost, number one is how you feel. How you feel actually tells you what is your true frequency. And that's what the universe answers. So that's where you can trick it. Because of course, if you're looking at reality, you are not going to see abundance as much as you want. So as you are observing, you are resonating, you're having emotions, and you're creating the same over and over and over again. So instead of counting on reality out there, you have to create an inner world experience, an experience from within where you actually tune into the frequency of abundance on a regular basis. In my course, where I would advise to go at least once a day, 5 minutes once a day, at least, okay? And it has to feel good though. If you're feeling bad, you don't want to do it, well, then it's not time to do it anyway. Your vibration would not work. But when you feel good, you feel excited, you have listened to some good stuff, you are meditating, you're feeling great. Now it's time to tune into the frequency. So do you follow me? The first most important thing is your feeling. Now another way, there are other ways that affect your vibration. What you say, the words you say. So be very aware of what you say to your friends, for example. Because if you were to meditate and magnetize the vibration of the frequency of abundance, and then you go to see your friend and you complain about not having enough, these are powerful messages, powerful vibrations, because you believe in it even more. Plus you talk to someone, it's magnetized, okay? So now you're magnetizing the wrong thing. So whatever you say, be very careful. Either don't say it or transform it. And when you talk to yourself, just use your own imagination of what you want to see. But be aware of the words you're saying, okay? That's super important. Number 2, that's the one other things. Now, of course, your actions affect your vibration and they kind of support your vibration. But if you're doing actions without the core frequency has changed, without you having done enough work in the inner world to stabilize that frequency, that it's solid, so that you can begin talking, you see yourself talking more positively about money. You see that this is the first manifestation for you. And then you can take actions, but I would never advise you to take an action in order to force a vibration, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. The universe doesn't see, much of what you're saying and what you're doing. What it sees is only your vibration. It's like a computer analyzing your frequency, second by second, and bringing you exactly a reflection of your frequency. Now, of course, your actions confirm your frequency and make it even stronger, because when you take an action, think about it. What you're doing, you have to look around. You have to think about the action. You have to move your body. All of that is in alignment to a frequency. But if you force yourself to take an action before you are ready, and emotionally, vibrationally, before you have tuned in enough time into that pure vibration of abundance, you're going to go for a difficult moment. So we have, for example, I have someone I know who wanted a Mercedes. He wanted it so much that one day he found one in the street that was to be sold, and he went and negotiated it down, and made a lot of effort to get it. So he thought that once I have a Mercedes, I will feel rich and everything will go right. Well, about 2 hours later, the transmission breaks down, and it went on and on and on, and it tripled, almost quadrupled, at least tripled the first amount of investment. To the point where now the investment of repairing the car was not even worth the car at one point. It was just almost much too much, but he loved that car anyway, so it's okay. He had to do the inner work then, quick. So he had to work on his money beliefs. He had to work on his lack belief. And the good thing is being trained in MAP, so he was doing this work, and it took him about 2 months to get used to it, to feel that he deserved the Mercedes, that he deserved to have it. He had to work on so many areas, so it helped him because it pushed him forward with a lot of debt, so that he is now having to earn more, and he actually is. So in some way he's making it up, and it's kind of okay, and he's learning a lot from it. So it was a great experience, but it was a very painful experience for 2 months. Now he's beginning to enjoy it. The car has been repaired. The day he felt safe with the car, he changed his inner world, and then the car is running really well now. It has been a very powerful, painful journey. So he told me this morning he wants another car, but he is going to not force the action before he's ready emotionally, vibrationally. Vibrationally is the same than emotionally. Like really, your belief are aligned, you know you can, you know you deserve it. One day I will talk to you about the 7 levels of alignment. Remind me of that, not today, but that would be a lot too much coaching. Hey, Farah's here, hello. Hello. So I'm answering a doc here who had an awesome question about taking action. And I have, I think it's pretty complete. So you first begin with the magnetization, you do the inner work, you have to change your beliefs about deserving. There are many beliefs to change. That's, for example, the kind of beliefs. Actually, tomorrow I might bring up some beliefs here and we can have fun with it. But the money is a very deep subject because it affects absolutely every area of your life. It affects and connects with every core needs of your life and every core, the core needs of your life. It touches all area of your life. And it's the society has huge beliefs, your culture, your religion, your family, your own history. There are so many beliefs and layers. That's why I spend so much time and energy studying all that and putting it together, because it's a complex issue with lots of, clearing to be done to come to a place where you're at love, you're at peace with money, you know you deserve it, and you can now focus and create it willingly and consciously. So do not force it. If you force it, let us know. You're going to encounter a lot of trouble. So don't get into debt for it, because remember, the universe sees your frequency. There is zero lying possible. Thanks for the love. There is zero lying possible, okay? You can't hide. You can hide from yourself. You can tell yourself a story. You can repress or suppress an emotion. But you know what? The universe doesn't see that. It sees it all. So if you're afraid because you're not safe, because you have too much debt, well, that's the fear that comes out. The universe reads that and gives you more. You see? So there is a moment for everything. And there is a moment for action. But for me, the best advice I would give you is do the inner work, line up, make sure you have cleared your beliefs, that make sure you know you deserve what you want, that you are in alignment with it. Then you tune into the frequency of abundance every day so that you begin resonating with abundance in the purest manner. You can use the Pure Vibration series on my YouTube channel, and I'll be posting it on the Facebook group. So please, Doc, just join in the Facebook group. For that, you need to go to the free gift page that I gave you. Okay, make sure you sign up. I think you have, but I'm not sure. So if you have not signed up, over there I post those audios and those magnetization. So do that, and then once you have cleared everything, you follow your highest excitement. So you're guided, and then you have to follow your highest excitement. So the action will actually feel extremely joyful. When it feels joyful, you are at the right vibration. That's what will give you the result with joy, you see? You only get what you give. So if your action is full of joy, it will give you joy when you get there, when you get what you want. If you add action, there is an underlying layer of fear or doubt or forcing it, well, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a little more fear, a little more doubt, and a little more issues. So hopefully I helped you out here. Okay, that was a great question. Thank you, Doc, for asking. So, Crystal, what else? Mariana, I have lots of crystals, but do not know what some are. Just like them. Yeah, Mariana. You know what? Crystal is giving us a class every week right now. The last 2 weeks, there was and you're going to follow her, and she's going to give you. You can take pictures, for example, of your crystal, Mariana, and put it on Facebook. That's where we have the Facebook group. And then if you have one or two that you don't know their names, just ask Crystal. She'll answer you. I'm sure she would love to do that. Follow your joy, Crystal says. Absolutely. And it's very well, you know, you've heard of it all the time. You've heard follow your bliss, follow your joy, follow your highest excitement. Well, there is a reason for it. And as you understand the reason, you're going to really, you will see it's logical then. The reason is when you're in joy, you can only attract joy. When you're in pain, you attract more pain. That's the, you know, the mirror, the boomerang effect of the universe. You know, you send it out and boom, it comes back exactly as you send it out. So let's see what we have here. Mariana, feel free to, yeah, great. That's the benefit of being on Facebook now. You can all connect with each other. Jackie, you only get what you give. That is a great takeaway. Oh, thank you. You know what? You just remind me of something. I'm going to write my little quotes here because, and my takeaway for you, you only get what you give. Yes. I was talking to Austin, my social media expert, and they had a revamping of the team and everything. So we're talking about that. And he gave me some tips about Instagram. He said, hey, you should go at least once or twice a day and do a little mini story, micro story. And what he gave me was an idea that after the session here, I can just do a 30-second takeaway. You see? So you just gave me the takeaway and reminded me, Jackie. Thank you. Fantastic. So, yes, that was an awesome question. So that's why when I have a question, I can download forever. And trust me, I have recordings of like 50 hours of different sessions and everything else that I'm putting into this membership inner circle club that I'm creating. And so I realize how much I have in there. Oh, Farah, hello. Colette, what would you suggest to someone who feels like they are reverting back to negative thoughts? Well, that's a good suggestion, question too. Farah, it's not really reverting. We are very flexible beings. There are two things going on. One of it is once you have a good habit and you're strong enough in your habit and you're determined and you understand why feeling good is important, you will never really reverse back deeply. You know, you will catch yourself up. But if you're not stable enough, it is normal. At first, you're going to go up and down this ladder of emotion that's in the gift page, the ladder of emotions. Print it out, look at it. It's a normal state. There is nothing right or wrong. The very good news, though, there's a huge good news. The good news is your power is now. That means it doesn't matter at all what you thought for the last hour, 2 hours, 1 day. Your power is now. So don't be afraid. Don't feel victim to your past or to the past hour or the past day or the past week. Stop it. And right now, decide, you know what? I'm going to shift my vibration. And now that I have tasted the negative, do I want any more of that? Perhaps not as much. And you're going to be even more aligned, more decided to feel good. So it's a great gift. Take it as a gift. Say, you know what? I just needed a double dipping. I call it double dipping, you know. You try something and then you have to try it again. And then when you try it again, usually you say, you know what? I'm not going to double dip anymore. But you oftentimes is to, you know, kind of suffer twice in a row at least. And then realize, you know, this is not worth it. And then this is when you have the power to make a huge decision in your life. So congratulations, Farah. It's great. I'm happy that you're going through any challenge or any kind of, you have been through a little bit, or someone else, you know, perhaps you talked about someone else went through what Abrahamics calls a contrast. Because then, you know what, there's such a gift behind a contrast. I'm happy for you. You're going to turn it around. You're going to do the 180. You know, the exercise 180. That's you look at the wall, you say what you don't want, and then you turn around physically 180. And you look at the other wall and you say what you want instead. And just go crazy on that. The only thing to change your vibration is about focusing. So what you're learning, Farah, and everyone else here, is learning to focus your mind. If there is one skill that you want to develop, number one, the only one, is the skill of focusing your attention using your willpower. So meditation is great because it helps you to focus and kind of tame your brain, you know, tame your mind, and you're learning to focus. And then reminding yourself, where am I focusing? I have all those thoughts. I need to quiet your mind. The first step, Farah, would be go back to meditation, take a nap, pet a cat, get a massage, break the vibrational cycle, shift your mind. Do one of the meditations I have for you guys in the Facebook group, okay? Stop the negative momentum first. So that means stop thinking. Or begin focusing on something neutral. Or even beautiful, which is even better. Look at nature. For me, the best thing would be to go to nature and look at flowers. Take minutes, hours, whatever it takes. There is nothing better than that, more important for you than that. Because when you know that your world is a boomerang, you're going to attract what you're doing. You want to just stop and rewire. Stop and change your direction. Okay? And that's okay. At first it's slow, like a car that you try to turn around when you have, you're going for 150 miles an hour on the highway. You have to slow down. That's where you meditate. You stop your mind. Then you turn around, and now you can accelerate. So you do need to slow down your mind. Okay? So let me write those questions that are so good so that I can answer. I have been on a journey to answer 101 questions. And you know what? I am already at 99. So I'm done. So it's going to be more than 101. And then I'll do a PDF and then I'll post it on the Facebook group. So join the Facebook group. If you have not joined it yet, please go to the map logo up there in the feed. Let me write it one more time here. Don't know if map, coaching. Perhaps I should ask someone to do it every time for me. Coaching Institute. Yeah, I just want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to join in the Facebook group and benefit from all those gifts. Why create all that if you cannot go there and enjoy it? So, put the www in front of goes, of course. So, mapcoachinginstitute.com/joy. Okay, that's great. 101 answers, yes. So I'm going to write the question that Doc had. It was about taking action. Taking action versus and getting into debt when you want to act as if. I think act as if has to be taken in a wiser, less literal manner. So, for example, you can put $100 in your pocket and go shopping. And what you can do then, I'm just going back to that story, that question, because it's such a rich question. What you can do then is think it like, I could put $500 in your pocket or whatever you want. And say, I could buy that. And I could buy that. And vibrationally, you feel the joy of buying that. You say, wow, I could buy this great. So you are tuning into the vibration of I can, I have abundance. That's how you tune into a vibration, by taking actions. Now, these are not full actions. You just keep the money in your pocket and you say, you know what, I could buy that. That would be great. And you can even milk it, you know, I would do this and that and that. And then when you milked it, you say, oh, I could buy this new pair of shoes. That would go really well with this and that. Oh, that would be beautiful. I would love it. Oh, I could buy that. You see? And so you are buying, 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 but you're not getting into debt, you see? Ah, great. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I got that. I needed to tell you that. So that's one way to act. Less literally, but still act, like go around the shops, look for the things you want, shop in your mind. That's great. That's vibrational work, okay? And then wait for inspiration. And then inspiration will come for how you're going to get this money. You see, it's very possible that it drops by, you know, that you have an old friend owing you money and it sends it to you, or things like that. The universe knows. And there are also ways that you're going to be guided. If you, in your heart you want to create a business or be more successful or have more clients, then you're going to be guided to how to do that, you see? And it will feel joyful. And you won't always connect the dots. You just say, oh, I would love to do that, or to create a seminar, or to do this, and I would love that. And boom, it comes, you know? And you do it just because you love it. I can tell a story about that. Actually, that's a huge story. Window shopping allowed. Absolutely, window shopping is great. And really milk it. Like, imagine you're buying it, imagine you have it with you, and how good it feels, and what you're even going to do with it, or how beautiful it is. And that's it. But really milk it then. It's just not the quantity, but it's the quality. It's like, wow, you know, I'm coming back home with those shoes. Ah, how does that feel? Or with this beautiful car or whatever. How does that feel? I love that. I love the color. I love the leather. What do I love about it? You know, really milk it. So you're going to have so much pleasure that you actually don't need the thing. You see, the thing will not give you more pleasure than that. It's a complete illusion of our society. So the secret is you make believe that you have it. You get all the juice out of it. You know, you juice the lemon out of it. You just take all of it out of it. It feels so good. And you benefit from it at every level, in your body, in your neurotransmitters, in your vibration. It feels so good. And then you move on, you see, and you do it with something else. And so you have all the joy and happiness inside of you. And then lo and behold, those things will come into your world. But it might take time, because time exists in this 3D. So you might be ready for it a month from now, or three weeks from now, or an hour from now, or you don't know. And the good thing is you have to completely let go. That's actually a secret. You let go of the when, because you enjoy it so much anyway. So why worry about when it's coming? Because you know you can enjoy it right now. So if you want this right now, stop and just imagine having it. And so you're the powerful creator of your world, you see? You connect with your own power, and you're not dependent on any object in the world to make you happy. You get the happiness, and then the universe has to resonate with you. You see, it has to come. It is, oh, mind is here. Okay, yeah, it is law, you see. Hello, mind parties. I will call you mind. Hello, mind. Namaste. Yeah, it is. I'm so happy that I actually recorded it on a Facebook group. See how good it is to have our Facebook group. Mind, if you're not in the Facebook group yet, please go get it. Go. You need an invitation for it. So make sure that you click on the link that I give up there with MAP. It's MAP, M-A-P, coachinginstitute.com/joy. When you go to that link, I want you to go to that link as soon as you get finished with there. You're going to receive an email where we are going to invite you. I'm inviting you personally to join the Facebook group. So that in the Facebook group, we have the recordings of the session, so you can listen to what we said before if you just jumped in. And also everyone can learn each other, help each other. You know, Crystal is teaching about crystals. We have tons of things going on. It's just the beginning, but hey, Martin is here. Hello. Someone is following the feed. Oh, Bettina is here also from Austria. Beautiful singer of opera. And we have Martin who is in Australia. Hello. You're late. Yes, but you know what? I have a cold, but I'm going to work soon. Okay. You know what? You can catch up the recording on Facebook, okay? Because we had great questions today. Hello, Bettina. Yes. It's good for people who are late. They can watch it, you know. You'll be able to watch it on the Facebook group easily. So you're on your way home, Bettina. Great. You have been singing, I am sure. Awesome voice. I mean, it just gives you the shiver. And Bettina sent us some recordings on the Facebook group, so look for it. Oh, you will post a video today. Awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait to hear that. You see, you already have an international listening audience. Yes, that's great, Martin. And I also answered your messenger. I sent you a message. I don't know if you saw it, Martin, on Facebook, on the research project. All right, very good. So we had so many good questions. I wanted to tell a story that relates to, and I have told this story perhaps 2 or 3 months ago, but I never recorded it, and I think Doc is here. There are new people, so I want to share it. How did I meet my most awesome business partner? I was magnetizing abundance, but mainly specifically, you know, after 3 years that we have manifested the new methodology, created an institute, teaching it internationally, we had the website, we had the training, we had everything. We needed more marketing. So I began to magnetize marketing. And what I was saying is, I have the perfect marketing system, the just perfect marketing system. And that just excited my heart. You know, it was just a really next logical, exciting, joyful step for me, for my business. And I did that for perhaps a month or two. You know, I just knew the recipe. You do it, you do it, you do it. You don't look for anything. During the day, of course, I do my regular stuff. I was trying to do my own marketing and doing what I could and forget about it, you know. And one day I am invited to do a VIP, very important person, a VIP training, high-end for a company in Canada. And the company actually flew over and they wanted a full week with me and one day for a group and to align them to their mission. So I said yes, but actually at the time I had never done groups that way, especially business groups, and I just jumped in. So I did that one day group for them and they loved it. They adored it. And I absolutely was at the top of my game. And I realized it was so frustrating in some way. There was an end. There was like, oh, I have at least 3 days in me. And one day was too short, 3 days. So I was now completely obsessed with that, like enjoy, like I'm going to do a 3-day. I don't care. I have 3 days in front of me, inside of me. So I go to LA and because I was supposed to go to actually to work with them in Hawaii. They wanted me to go to Hawaii to coach them and that got canceled at the last minute. So I'm in Los Angeles and I have a week in front of me. I'm saying, you know what would I do? I don't want to go back home and, oh, I'm going to do my 3-day retreat. And it was like Tuesday. No, it was, what day was it? I don't remember. Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I decided, you know what? I'm going for it. I'm doing my 3-day retreat next week. And I don't want to do it in Los Angeles. I'm going to go do it in San Diego. Nice, on the beach, you know, the right thing. So I say, okay, next Tuesday it begins. It's going to be 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I do a retreat on the beach in San Diego. Now, I know nobody in Los Angeles, really, but there was a client of mine in New Mexico who told me, oh, you're going to Los Angeles, I have a friend, he wants to know you, he wants to meet you. Hello, Iria, good morning. Hello, Marianne. Hello. So they say, you know, I have a friend in Los Angeles, he's going to help you out, he just wants to learn about maps, so he would love to help you out. Okay, so, you know, when I arrive in Los Angeles and I know it's canceled, I already have this person who is helping me tons, like super connected in LA, he's driving me everywhere. So he asked me, okay, you have a week free, where do you want to go? I say, you know, there's the wellness expo at the time. There was the expo in LA. That's like the biggest expo on wellness in, I don't know if it's in the world or what, but it's huge. So I say, hey, I want to go to the expo. I say, oh, great, okay, let me call some friends. So he calls some friends and we meet over there at the expo. Now those friends are not regular friends. He immediately tells them, because I give him a map session, his life is transformed. He had a pain in the intestine for like 10 years and it disappeared in 20 minutes. So he's talking about it to everyone, to all his friends. It's like, Ma, it's map, it's genius, it's fabulous, you need to try it. And Colette is having this retreat. So lo and behold, he sells the retreat to everyone. It's like, oh, Colette, yeah, I want to get in your retreat. So the people who are coming are like the highest of the highest. Like I get a singer that has been nominated like 6 times in the Grammy Awards. Tara Love, I talk about her and I posted a song from her in the Facebook group. So Tara is here, wants to come. Then Tara asked me, hey, could we have my friend? My friend is a cook, she's a chef for celebrities and she's been the chef of Oprah and Tony Robbins, and I know she needs help right now. She would love to go to your retreat. I said, yeah, sure. And she said, she would cook for us, you know. I say, oh yeah, I guess we'll have a cook. So here we go, comes the chef, you know. And then it's another friend. She's a TV show, a radio show. So she, inside of this Wellness Expo, immediately get a radio interview. Like, sure, Colette, hey, interview, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, okay. And she said, all right, can I go to the retreat too? I would love it. I'm going to record it. I'm going to talk about you in the, etc. So I do some exchange, you know. Not all of it is paid, but I don't care at all. It's like, yes, sure, come on in and we'll have fun. So within about 2 hours, I have 7 people in my retreat. So now I go do the retreat. They absolutely adore it. So I'm telling the story of how you're excited and how it's going to lead to my marketing thing. Okay, so follow me there. So I do the retreat, and this woman who was the TV show host and everything, she adores it, and we become friends. So she lives in Los Angeles and in the Hollywood area. So I say to her, the next time I come to LA, I say, hey, I'm coming back to LA. Do you know any stars or anyone who would like to, you know, stars in Hollywood who would like to try map? She says, you know what? Do you know Christopher Duncan? I say, no. He's known as the Tony Robbins of Australia. He's shooting a movie right now with Tony Robbins, the Lama, and he's in Los Angeles. Right now, just for the movie. And I talked to him actually, and he is open to receive a map session. I say, oh my gosh, awesome. So that's where we met. I met Chris, and we spent 3 hours in a restaurant. We didn't even order anything for 3 hours. We talk. I listened to his story, he listened to mine, he tested maps 3 times, he loved it so much. He said, Colette, how can I help you? I said, please, all I want is map all over the planet. She said, oh yeah, you want, you know, a company? Yeah, I've created, this guy is a multi-millionaire business, he's 28 at the time. He's both top in personal growth and has created, as I say, several $1 million businesses already. So he says, oh yeah, I've created 250 companies like yours on training, and yeah, sure, I can do that. What else do you want? I said, well, I'd like to be the, you know, the secret weapon of a big corporation. And he says, oh, you can be my secret weapon of my corporation. What else do you want? I said, well, I don't know yet. My bucket list is kind of empty right now. Let me get back to you. And here we go. That's how we became partners. He was the ideal person. He adores map. I changed his life. I've coached him the whole year now. And we have become best friends, best partners. He has launched my business internationally. And it was the most ideal marketing system I could ever imagine. He gave me his team in the Philippines. He gave me everything I needed. So you see, that's how you follow your highest excitement. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. Like the retreat did not make sense. Financially, I would have done it myself. I said, you know what? I'm going to go there, do this retreat, even if I am by myself. I want to prove to myself they have 3 days inside of me. And I want to deliver those 3 days. It's like I was pregnant of 3 days of magic. And I wanted to deliver it, no matter what, just for me. And I was ready to do it to a chair and rent a hotel and talk to myself for 3 days. And within 2 hours, I fill it up, the whole thing happens. So, just to let you know about this story about you magnetize first. That's where you tune into the vibration. Now, what I had done before is I had cleared my beliefs about money. I've done the work. So you want both. And that's why I would advise you to do both. Do the inner work, clear as much as you can of limiting beliefs about yourself, what you think you deserve, tons of stuff. And then do the magnetization on what you want, and then be totally detached on the results. So I just wanted to tell the story again. It's such a nice one. So you basically, Bettina said, just went with your idea and asked the universe to connect you with the right people. You know, I didn't even ask anything. What I did is I followed my super higher excitement. That means at the time, what I did is I magnetized for months, 2 or 3 months, the perfect marketing system every day. I loved doing it. It felt so good to me. I didn't care. I just was doing it because it felt so good to tune into that frequency. And then I forgot about it, which what you do. And then I forgot about it. And then one day I have this huge desire to create a retreat. Now, how in the world would I have met Christopher Duncan if I had not done this retreat? It was literally impossible. 1 out of a billion possibility. Because he had to come from New Zealand. He had first to lose his friend in an accident that made him really grieve and have need for my coaching. Then he had to come to LA just for that movie that weekend where I was there. I had to know the person the probability was 1 out of a billion, if there was any. So what I followed is my highest joy. So it has no connection. I was not even asking the universe to bring people. I didn't even care if I had anyone in my retreat. I was so determined that that was the one thing I needed to do. And I didn't know why. I just needed to do it. So when you have magnetized enough, you are going to have huge impulses that you cannot stop. Now, if you don't have those huge impulses, that means it's not time. You're not completely ready yet. You see, like I had a huge impulse to begin the Instagram group. It was joyful. For a week, I couldn't wait. And suddenly I did it. And now we are all here internationally, connecting, loving each other, having a Facebook group. All of that will change people's life for the rest of their lives. And I don't know the consequence, and I don't know why I needed to do that. I just did it, you see. So do what excites you the most. That's when you are completely aligned and you know you're going in the right direction. I heard Chris' side of the story too. It's such a coincidence. Awesome story, really. Yes, you did. Exactly. I see your clear them with map. Yes, I did. So what happens is that map serves to help clear the deep stuff. All your conditioning, your programs from childhood, your programs from family, from society, all those filters that filter your world and affect every one of your behaviors and decisions. So you do need the inner work. Now at the same time, you can begin, and that's what I do, begin tuning into the frequency. But you might not, I mean, both are necessary, and that's why I created this course and this inner circle that I was telling you about, because that's where we do the inner work, that's where we go deep, and we do the whole 9 yards. But what you can begin to do literally is tune, like do the magnetization and see what happens, you know. Because already the magnetization is so powerful that it might, if you don't have a lot of programs against yourself, if you're doing good, if you have, so it depends where you begin, you know, it's like everything. So I see, yes. So how many times did you magnetize before it came true? Every day for perhaps 2 months, perhaps 30 times, 60 times. I didn't count because it felt so good, and I didn't mind because that was kind of the cherry on the cake. You know, I think the best stand is when you don't need it dramatically right now. Like I knew that I was going to do some marketing, that I would do something average, that it would not perhaps, that would take some years, a lot of money, a lot of time. So I was just beginning, no matter what, I was doing it. I was not waiting for the universe. I was doing my part, you know, so I was doing it. I was, you know, doing what I could, learning, going into seminars, trying to do it myself. Beginning, I didn't have a huge urgent matter. So that allowed me to say, hey, let's bend the odds towards me. And that's exactly, how do you say it in English? It's like you put the odds towards you by magnetizing. Every time you magnetize, you tune into the frequency, you strengthen your vibration, and what happens is you are increasing your probability in this field of infinite possibilities, your probability raise. Perhaps a few percent, a few percent, a few percent. At one point you are 51%. And now your probability is right there. So it's coming to you. You are beginning to tune into that frequency. You're tuned into your intuition. You begin to have ideas, thoughts, you're guided. It doesn't pop. It comes through a journey of ideas, of guidance. Like, oh, organize the seminar. Oh, do it in San Diego. Oh, doing that week. You see, I could have waited 3 months. It was too late. It was that week that I needed to do it because I needed to meet that woman that then later had, you know, a few weeks later connected me with Chris. If it was 2 months later, too late. Chris would have gone in and out of the US and basta, you know, and I would have never met him that way. So there is a right timing for the universe. Now I'm looking at the clock and we might be interrupted again. Remember, after 1 hour, we're interrupted by Instagram. No worries, if we are, I'll jump back in. And I know you do, so just jump back in, okay? We're going to try to do the hug because today, man, it was such a heavy, awesome info. How many times did you magnetize? Okay. So what I noticed is that if you want a quantum leap, like I was kind of asking the quantum leap, the ideal, with zero attachment, knowing that I will do my path anyway. You know, I will get there one way or another at one time. So I was not in a hurry. But that was the cherry on the cake. Like, man, I would love it. I would just love it. Oh man, it would just be so awesome to have something smooth and perfect and ideal and simple and flowing, and you know, so that's where I magnetized that. And I loved it so much that I kept doing it over and over and over. Sometimes I even wrote it down because it felt so fabulously fulfilling, you see. So it's not something you do with the intention to really manifest, and if you don't, you're all the time checking, that you're off. You have to do it just completely letting go and say, hey, I'm doing that like I'm brushing my teeth, and when I brush my teeth, I increase the probability that my tooth will be in shape. And when you are magnetizing, you increase your probability that you're going to be more successful. And every time you do more, you increase it more. All right? And that's it. It's just a probability moment. And then click, you have the right frequency, and you are able to listen to your highest excitement, to your intuition. All right, that sounds good. So let's see if we can do a hug. We might be interrupted in a few seconds. We'll see. If not, we'll just do the hug anyway. I'll come back. So let's hug the planet, everyone. I'm going to San Diego with Farah. Farah, you're going to Martin in Australia. I'm going right to Kathy in the New York area, and everyone else. Crystal, hold on to the wrist. Everyone else, hold on to me. And we're going to England, London, and then Tina from Finland, you're joining London. And then we go to Greece this time, Athens, with our dear friend here. We are in Athens. And then all around the planet to Martin again. Oh, Bettina is in the line between London and Athens. So just hold on to it. And we are just sending love to this big line of love around the planet for everyone involved. I love you. I wish you the best. I send you all the blessings. And I'll see you tomorrow. It's going to be another great day tomorrow. Love you all. Love you all. See you on the Facebook group. And see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Love you.